Volpera Death Knight. Why is he on Realm Fire Tree?
What's his fucking name? There we go. On Fire Tree?
I'm confused because Marty's supposed to be on Malorn. Why is he on Fire Tree?
Malorn.
I don't understand WoW though. So maybe it's like part of the Realm family of Malorn or something. Then why would he be on that?
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, it's part of the Malorn Realm group. But then why would he be on it separately?
What do you mean separately?
It's like,
oh, you know what? It might be because of the new expansion. The new expansion might have like put realms into a weird place.
oh my god, we've received fan mail again.
Oh, I was like, what?
From Reloli Ochu.
I'm loving that name.
Reloli, that's a lot. Big fan. I know it's not much, but I hope you and your friend like this gift. You and your friend each get a sinister squashling, a dire horn runt, a tiny snowman, and you get Father Winter's helper.
I want a tiny snowman. That sounds adorable.
Well, yeah, they gave us like 2 of a bunch of different things.
Kawaii desu ka?
Thank you, lunatic internet people that just contribute to us. There you are.
I'm right here.
Who needs to work for things when you can just have a fan just send things to you?
I mean, I wouldn't think of it like that. I'd think of them just like having extra something,
trade,
or being able to get something.
No, I mean like look at me. I just get stuff for free.
Oh.
I don't mean like they're curbing the workload or anything. I'm like, I wasn't gonna work for these things in the first place.
Oh, I kind of want. Oh my god, the Sinister Squashing looks amazing. I kind of love it.
There we go.
Wait, where is it?
What's a Sinister Squash thing anyway? Are they all battle pets or?
Yeah, they're all battle pets.
They're all battle pets. Yeah, they are. Let's see. I should bring it out in order to like honor the fact that this happened. Or shit. How do I? What's the sorting here? Oh yeah, I have a horde balloon. Look at my balloon.
So here is thine. Oops.
It was
Here's the tiny snowman.
I think I like the dire horn runt. So
he's literally just a very tiny snowman.
Runt. There you go.
Oh, he fell over. Oh no.
There we go. No, I just mean like it's for all I know these are like this could even be rare or something. Because I remember when I was playing Warframe, and people were like, oh my god, he's got the Analanto or whatever the fuck. Like I had some pistol people in the comments were freaking out about, and I didn't understand. Like because I'm not engulfed enough in the culture, I didn't understand why people were freaking out. But I guess it was because I registered Warframe back in its beta, so I had my account forever, and so my characters spawn like this pistol that you can't get anymore. And it's like, oh my god, how does he? The Lato Vat? I don't remember. I literally don't remember what it's called. That's how little it mattered.
I'm looking for the stupid battle pet, and I forgot to. I actually forgot to like right click on it. We need to go to Krazoa Palace. Oh no.
General Triceratops. That was the one, right? You had a Triceratops companion the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna play that game at some point. It's a Zelda clone, so I gotta get to it.
Wait, where's my?
I'd have to do Skyward Sword first.
I love the Sinister Squash, and look at this hideous thing.
Oh god.
Oh my god. I love it.
Look at Little Nightmare Man.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did I have a cat?
I hope you guys appreciated this World of Warcraft unboxing.
Hey man, you know what?
This is our new PO box.
I love it. I'm okay with that.
Snowman.
Do I have any mail? Sign of the critter.
Snowman.
Battle pet experience gain increased by 200%.
You can also see us unbox objects if you send them to me in the mail.
That's his name. Don't wear it out.
Oh, he died.
Who died?
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's alarming. Look at this.
Your Triceratops died?
No, I summoned the snowman and then watch.
Oh yeah, he just falls over and dies. He's like, hi.
Frosty needs his magic. Frosty needs his magic hat, or he won't be alive anymore.
Actually, he will stay alive if you're in like a snowy area, I believe.
And there's also Father Winter's helper. There's only one of those, so fuck you.
Oh yeah, what's Father Winter's helper?
It's this guy. Oh no, it's just a slave gnome.
Whoa.
It's just a little slave gnome.
Here's the thing, toys and lights and bundles of holiday herbs don't make themselves, you know. So enough with the helper summon, please.
And he just goes away. Maybe it's only valid during the holidays. Oh yeah, these are they probably collected these during the recent holiday event that's over now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and queue us up for if I remember how to queue things. Shit. Group finder, there we go. No more.
This is true video games.
So we've only done Ragefire so far. There you go.
Yeah.
We'll queue up as everything else now. Here we go.
Do I have anything to cook with? I don't have anything to cook
So
with.
I wonder if those are pets that only stay usable during the winter, and then they die horribly if you summon them outside of winter.
That's what I was saying. I think it might require either like, well, I think the elf might require like the holidays, or it will just always be like that, which
That's
kind of makes sense. But I think the snowman requires a snowy climate. Like, I think if we went somewhere with snow, he'd probably stay up longer.
Maybe. You get to watch him die in a sad way every time you use him.
It's great though, isn't it?
Hooray. Alright, I unlocked these weird bats last time.
Oh yeah,
this will be eventful.
Bats.
I heard that somebody was saying in the comments that apparently not only you, but both of us get a 2-pet skill. So both of us are gonna have 2 pets. So we're gonna be running around in a posse of 6, basically.
That's terrifying.
That's great.
Also, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, no, we destroy them. We're already way overpowered, basically. But yeah, we pretty much just run around and quest while we wait for our dungeons to queue. But no, now that we're recording, so when you were wondering about like why I like making an issue about my chair, the people in the audience will be aware of it because like there's just like fucking popping noises in the background all the time. Because like if I ever move in my chair at all, it makes one of many irritating noises. And it's really frustrating to me because I bought this chair specifically because I was replacing a different noisy chair. And it's like, god damn it, what kind of special brand of chair can I find that doesn't get noisy over time? Because like that's the one prerequisite is I don't want them to make noise for my job.
I feel like mine doesn't make noise much, does it?
I don't know. Whenever I lean differently, it like cracks and pops and stuff like that. I'm like, god damn it. Like it's getting louder. Like I had one that I used to have a squeaky chair, but now like my new one, like if I lean differently, it makes a loud popping noise. It's like something snaps in it or whatever.
That does not sound great.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine does not do that.
Over and over and over. I'm like, god damn it. But also this chair was a ripoff because like it was like this nice big padded looking chair. It seemed like a really nice time, but like within months of owning it, I was already like using additional padding on it. And like I've had this chair for years, like pretty much since I went full-time, and like I've been using a secondary like pad that you buy to put on top of your chair, and that's what I've been sitting on for real in the chair pretty much that entire time because it's such a piece of shit. What? It's like you ruined me, chair.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I've had terrible luck with chairs. They get uncomfortable really quickly. The padding flattens out and they start making noise and shit. And I'm like, god damn it.
I don't feel like
I just want to be able to sit in front of my computer and have it not make noise because my job is to record audio. So it'd be nice if the things I sit on don't fucking aren't like a percussion instrument. But I've had terrible luck.
I mean, I guess the only chair that really, oh my god, the only chair I think I owned that really sucked was the one that I got for free. It was that really lame one that was in the garage for the longest time. The black one that had like the tape all around it.
The weird like multi-chair black thing that we recorded the Food Incorporated podcast in with Carissa.
No, not that thing. That thing was awful.
That thing was pretty. There's also always covered in spiders because you were hanging out in a garage where spiders just lived. And so like any ill-used furniture just was like caked in like cobwebs. It was like kind of horrifying.
I loved it. It was great.
It's like, this is our nice private area for recording. Just stay away from the walls. The walls are infested. I'll come for you.
It's fine. If I kill
Is
enough
it though?
bats,
Is fine what it is? You
I
sure?
mean, the alternative is cleaning.
The alternative is spraying for spiders.
I mean, we did that, and then they just went into the garage because you can't spray inside the garage.
I've been happy with the current setup. This household does not. I have not encountered a spider in my bedroom yet.
I mean, you also have
too
many other animals. It's just like your current house is not ideal for a spider to waltz into. Like,
yeah, but the spider's not going to aggressively get caught necessarily. I don't know how much dogs care about spiders.
Dogs and don't you have cats too?
No.
Oh.
No, there was one cat for a while, but it lives somewhere else now.
I mean, maybe that was enough to scare him away. For good.
You get rid of their cat? Spiders don't even live long enough to remember things. You can't fool me.
Is that true?
They don't live very long.
How long does spider in Charlotte's Web live? Probably like a few months.
It is also the first time in years I've lived on a second floor though, so that might cut down on the spiders.
Oh, I mean, yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I was living on ground floor for a while, and like, I just had a new spider in my room on a monthly basis, and it's just like, I don't like this.
Hey bud, you're new. Where'd you come from?
I'm not fond of these creatures. If we could not. I do not like spiders, and I especially don't like them in my bed. Fucking controversial take, I know.
I mean, I don't feel like I've ever had a spider in my bed.
I've had a number of spiders in my bed over the years, and
Really?
earwig, and also earwigs, and once there was a cricket.
The cricket's kind of interesting. I don't like to though. The other two are
Robot.
bad.
Goodbye,
Whoa.
Andrew. His people need him.
I don't. Going down. Do I still sound like a robot?
Yeah. I can't understand you, really. That went from 0 to 0.
Is that...
I don't even know what you said that time.
Oh, it's still that bad? Really?
I heard really. Don't worry, I'll level us for us. Your relationship with VoIP has been iffy lately.
I need a target.
I need a target.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah,
Okay.
you did it.
I think there's just
if
a
you did
time
anything.
like I just sometimes have to restart Discord, and I think it has something to do with when my computer goes to sleep while I go to work, and sometimes
Oh.
I come home and it's completely destroyed.
Oh, I have fear now.
Nice.
That's the
Feels
worst skill to
good.
have access to during dungeons. Great for the
It
world and
is-
terrible for dungeons. Would you
No,
like
I mean,
to
not
pull?
necessarily. It's helpful to wait, I thought I could click.
You're playing a dangerous game when you use fear in a dungeon.
Well, I mean, you can use it to fear a target away from you. Like if
These-
you are, say
All
you're a
these
healer,
fights are so
or-
short that my summons don't even help.
yeah. Like there are some times where it's nice to be able to fear like a large group of enemies. You can just fear some because it's like at this
Yeah.
point.
It'll
you're
be
not,
useful for
you
when
know-
we have to crowd control. If we ever like just pull a bunch of bad elites or whatever, and like things are going down.
I don't think it's possible. We just do so like all our pets do so much
Yeah.
damage.
Maybe when we're on the 3rd expansion or something. Months from now.
Maybe one day we'll be a threat.
Oh, there's a guy behind us.
Go away. He's immune. Cool. Because he's an undead.
He's not immune to death.
First thing. No, he's not. You're right. You cracked the code. But no, it's on my list of things to do potentially is to replace my chair or figure out how to repair it if that's a thing. It's hard to diagnose what's wrong with it.
Don't you come from a lineage of...
And I'm always limited on tools.
Of... What's it called? Damn it, I forgot what your lineage is.
Tinkerers?
No, your lineage of
my lineage.
reupholstering.
That's not mechanical.
No, but you can reupholster it.
This is talking about the padding.
Yeah, fix the padding, my man.
No.
You have the skills.
Maybe technically, but I don't have any of the tools or supplies.
I mean, you have access to, I don't know, the knowledge, and the knowledge is half the battle.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's like massively more expensive to buy like a sewing machine and the thread and all of the materials and the stuffing and so on, so I can recover the seat
of the Goodwill store
and pad out the everything, as opposed to just buying a fucking like $20 pad on Amazon to sit on and just put that on my seat.
This is the reason why internal industrialization has failed us over the long years, Keith. Why make anything when someone else far away will make it for us for cheaper?
Yeah.
No, not yet. It's not good. That's sustainable long term.
That's not my fucking profession. I don't make anything. I just make content videos, but I don't create like a physical product. That's not my life.
You are the physical product, sir.
Damn, that's distressing.
I mean, is it? Isn't that all entertainment ever is?
It is me, the living Soylent.
I thought entertainment is literally commoditizing a human person. Commodifying, there you go. Commodifying a human person.
Just sent me a bunch of pictures of skulls.
I was trying to get it to be really big so I could show you how good of detailed it was, but it doesn't get bigger.
Oh.
I guess jumbo emoji only works for static, not animated.
Yeah.
So since I was halfway there, I just finished it off by making it look like a penis.
I feel like I spend more time manually changing people's volumes on Discord than any other voice platform.
Probably because Discord is really inconsistent a lot.
I think TeamSpeak did a lot of like compression and stuff like that equalize people's audio more. Whereas Discord is like, I don't know, fucking whatever, figure it out.
It's kind of the Wild West of audio. Like, you got to set it the way you want it to be. It's nice because then you have control over how. But there
isn't a compression feature, is there?
Yeah, there is.
Some people are wildly inconsistent in their voice volumes, including you.
There's automatic gain control.
Like, you can be so loud and so quiet from moment to moment.
So I don't know how that sounds. Is that any better? Or?
You just got louder.
Well, because I have automatic gain control on.
Do you put your gain control on?
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help. Because you go back. What? Someone declined. Okay, great. someone in the group declined it. Your volumes. Because you have a loud voice and a quiet voice that you go back and forth between, and between the two, it's like you're always either way too loud or way too quiet in the recordings.
It's a conscious thing. Like, there are sometimes I'm consciously aware of how loud I'm talking, and then there's times where I just don't like pay attention anymore.
And then you drift like closer and further from the microphone. It's like, I swear to God, Andrew, you've been doing this for so many years. Oh God, I'm covered in bads. That's fine, I'll just fear it. Wailing Caverns, I remember that place. Remember when we couldn't get a group for it for Horde? Goodbye.
Hold on a second.
Wow, that was fast. We've already got a Volpera on the party.
Goddess bless you.
Greetings, traveler.
What do you hold on a second, Ding? Did you just leave? Did you join the instance at least? Okay, you did. At least we're both DPS, so we just kind of go with the flow of the group. Yeah, it's already a Volpera. They added these guys in the new patch.
That. I was getting some food.
We have a Volpera in the group already, Andrew. And the patch is like still new. I think you have to be like you have to be like exalted with that faction or something.
Yeah, and you have to have completed a certain set of achievements. But to be honest, it's not like those people haven't been aware of the requirements and thus saving up for.
Oh yeah, no, I heard about the requirements so long ago that I thought they were already out.
Yeah.
Rawr.
Which I guess is kind of the power of WoW. Oh my god.
Well, it's their pre-announcements at least.
I need a target.
Wow, they're just rolling. Okay.
I mean,
this tank's just gonna keep moving. All right, cool.
If the healer can keep up.
Yep.
I mean, we're doing our best here.
Yeah, and I mean, this game's straight up unbalanced, so I straight up don't have any mana costs. Like, my mana's just always full. Like, it might as well not exist as a concept. The only thing I have to manage is my soul gems that I'm constantly going back and forth on.
Make sure to loot these guys. Also, oh god, the leather.
The leather. Oh, because we're going by it too fast for you to pick up.
No, I'm getting some of them. I mean, I just pick them up as we go along. It's not like I'm missing out here, or I'm relatively needed.
I'm amused by the fact that this game is so idiot-proofed at this point that when you enter a dungeon, they just turn off your taunt on your pet.
Oh yeah, you know what? I noticed that because I went in and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta turn off my.
Yeah, and they just do it for you now.
Yeah, they just did it for me.
They don't want you to be a jackass, so they just cover you. Like, don't worry, I got you, fam.
I'm okay with that, honestly. Those are little things where I remember being mad at, like, why can't I just turn that on or off? Why can't that be a feature I can just toggle?
Lightning bolt.
Oh, my pet is super dead.
It does occur to me that I don't have threat meters.
Yeah.
Oh, my pet's also dead. Goodbye, pet.
I have a DPS meter on, which also I don't have
DPS or threat meters turned on, so I just straight up don't know how much threat I have. But it's early WoW.
You have a lot. You have the most threat right now.
I don't think I'm gonna pull. And even if I do, I don't think that they're gonna be able to kill me.
No, the tank.
I assume well, yeah, I assume the tank has the most threat because I'm not being attacked at all.
Yeah, no, the tank has like the highest right now.
God damn. All right, because this
you have the highest damage though.
Right, this game auto rolls all of your loot now, doesn't it? You don't even have to do the whole rolling need greed thing. It just throws items at particular people and says, "This guy got a reward," and everyone look at him. He got it, not you. Just gonna follow them wherever they go. I don't know where we're going.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know where. Oh yeah, they're going and doing the bonus boss, I think.
Yeah.
There's like a giant croc over here.
Everyone's got this down to a science.
Yeah, this is one of those.
None of these people are new here. Especially not the one that has a fucking elder race. Or whatever it's called.
We are technically I am the lowest level person here.
You want that?
Oh, we both are.
Is that an upgrade for you? In my inventory.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'll disenchant it.
Yes, it is. Sorry.
And then they run out of my AoE. Great. It's cool. Wasn't trying to help or anything.
They're just
fucking running. He's just pulling the whole group towards more enemies. Just to keep the whole train running. Train keeps it rolling all night long.
I mean, I commend him. He's doing a valiant job of both staying alive, staying alive.
But just couldn't tell us so.
I can tell you, I'm going to be a master leather worker by the end of this dungeon.
Right, I should just bring my imp out instead of my fell guard.
Yeah.
My imp won't die. My imp will be with me instead.
My imp will be with me instead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't been putting my dots on people. Shame to me. Shame to my whole
like your whole job.
Right?
That'd be like me not casting Affliction. Oh wait, I don't have Affliction.
You don't need it where you're going.
Yeah. That was a really weird thing, is the moment I switched to demon mode, they just took Affliction away. I'm like, I was using that.
Nah.
It's like, no, you don't have the button anymore. It's gone. That #1 thing you associate warlocks with, their ability to put dots on everybody, gone. I do like that it is neat to me that they've fully diversified various specs in that way. By taking away fundamental skills and making them one of the 3 types of that class instead of spreading it 3 ways and all that. Where are you?
I got the fancy shirt.
Raid, where I don't know where you are.
Ooh, that is a super nice shirt.
What? What? Are you saying?
No. What?
Take the pants, damn it.
Sorry, I didn't know. I was trying to put on my t-shirt.
Take the damn pants. You trying to put your
Thank you for the
male
pants.
shirt on? You can't wear male.
Yeah, I can. What?
What?
Are you joking?
You can
of course
wear
I can
male?
wear male.
You're
I
level
can wear
17.
everything.
You can wear plate?
I can. No.
You said everything. Hunters
I
aren't
don't
supposed
think
to
I
be able
could
to
wear
wear
plate until later.
Hunters aren't supposed to be able to wear male until 40 and plate never. They changed that again? Did that change too? Hunters could
I'm pretty
only...
sure you've always been.
No, hunters always wore leather.
Since Draenor, you've been able to wear male.
You had to be level 40 in order to wear male. Because level 40 was when shamans and hunters gained male and warriors gained plate. Warriors and paladins gained plate. But I guess maybe they pushed them forward just like they did all the mounts.
Possibly.
But like, not even... You don't even have to get to 20 for it, though? Do you just start out being able to wear male as a hunter?
I think so, yeah.
Weird.
Oh, yeah, because all of my heirloom gear is male. So, yeah.
Fucking weird.
I mean, fucking wow.
Yeah.
All right, I got to put dots on
It's just
people,
weird.
and you get a dot.
For me, like,
and
what kind of weapons things can use and what kind of armor can wear is, like, core to the identity of what classes mean. So, like, the fact that those things, that stuff switched out like that is really super weird to me. Well, rogues never changed. They still can't wear mail.
Thank goodness, right? At least there is some sense of decency in this game.
It's too far
Don't want rogues going around clinking and clackling everywhere.
Well, that still feels weird to me that rogues can use axes.
I need to target.
I mean, a weapon's a weapon, honestly.
Yeah, but I associate them with, like, swords and daggers, especially daggers. But they always had combat stance for swords. But then they're, like, running around with hatchets and stuff, and I'm like, okay, now you're just everyone. Soon you're gonna be a rogue with a spear.
That wouldn't be
We're
too
just
bad.
gonna all
actually.
lose all coherency right out the window. By the way, I found a game you might be interested in.
Oh yeah?
I don't know how much you like Katamari and stuff.
I mean, I like Katamari stuff.
The they made a new game. It's like $10 on Epic. It's called Watam.
Katamari people?
Yeah, it's the creator of
Oh,
Katamari
shit.
made it. And it's adorable. I was playing it with Stephanie today. You play as these little shape people that are making friends, and you can hold hands.
I love making friends.
You hold hands and you change the world around you over time, and you fight against loneliness and discover the tragic backstory of the world. And you're like, what?
Wait, what?
It's been a fucking fever dream just discovering what that game is in general. So I'd recommend taking a look at that for more context. No. We were having fun though, but it was dumb.
I just want all of these leather scraps. Do what I want, bitch. What is happening? Who is this guy talking to?
Nobody knows.
This person is out of control. Somebody please contact authorities. Oh my god, it turned into a lizard man.
Yeah, a snake, but okay.
I mean, he's half man, half lizard.
Half man, half lizard. Also all snake. 100% snake, actually, as it turns out, is what it is.
Aren't
Not
snakes
any
and
of the other
lizards
things you said.
Same thing.
No. As it turns out, they're very observably different things. There's like a few subtle hints, like the presence or lack thereof of limbs.
I mean,
They're kind of core to the
snakes
living
got
experience.
tails.
Damn, yeah, you really cracked the case wide open. I guess you're right.
Wait, are we? Oh,
I don't
the tank
know.
was going the wrong direction. I was like, "What are you doing, sir?" We
Gotta
have
go
a destination.
kill Lord Serpentis. You know, Serpentis the lizard.
What? I mean, maybe they're referring to Serpentine, all right?
It's the Serpentine maneuver. This lizard's doing the Serpentine maneuver.
Oh.
These guys are hauling ass, and you forgot the nublock. You fool. Oh, he dead. Didn't even get to cast one spell. That's a cool form, by the way. Can we just talk about that cool druid form?
That is a really good form.
He's like a rhino cat or some shit.
Rhino cat?
Rhino lizard cat. This looks really cool.
Mom, what's that rhino lizard cat thing?
I think those are all inscription glyphs, right? The ability to reshape those certain forms. Like I've seen, like you see.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Because when I was leveling my inscription on my other character, and like you get glyphs that like transmog the form of like a shaman's wolf form, for example.
That's really cool.
And so I think it's where you get the ability where like your cat form is a cool lizard monster, or like you get different variations of wolves turned into as a shaman and stuff like that. I think that's where all that comes from. I don't know, because I've been making them, but I've never been able to use any of them, or I don't really know how to use. I don't think I know how you use glyphs.
That's unfortunate.
I think it's a higher level thing. I think I remember using glyphs on one of my other characters at some point. I need to stop. I keep accidentally using drain life reflexively because it's just another button, but it doesn't make any sense to press that button basically ever. Because it doesn't generate my soul stones, which means I'm not building combos, so I can't use my finishers basically. So I'm basically playing a rogue caster. This is basically like playing a rogue. I Sinister Strike 3 times, then I cast the Bat Hellstorm, and then I Sinister Strike 3 times, and I cast the Meteor of Imps. Straightforward.
Don't you run, coward.
Oh, they brought Kresh and Scum and Scrum to the same boss fight. That's funny. They brought two different boss fights together for one fight. They were just like, fuck it, these guys are easy. We'll just chain them together.
Wow, look at that.
Ooh, got my first necklace.
I did too. Got a necklace.
And an engineering recipe.
A cute seashell necklace. I love it.
You think I'm cute?
Do you think I'm cute?
Okay, now I'm hearing sound effects over and over again that loot's happening, and the frame was on the screen, but it wasn't filling with content.
That's okay. Shh, we took care of that for you.
Apparently that's the bear form.
What's the bear form?
The lizard thing.
Oh, my pet's unable to move.
I was just
my pet has been
to me.
slept.
Dang, how could they?
Right? I'm kind of embarrassed for my pet, actually.
I want to read my new skill, but I also don't want to stop helping during the fight.
I mean, I don't think they're going to be upset with you, Keith.
It's the, oh, create health stone. I remember that skill. Just creates a health stone that can be consumed to restore 25% health. Yep.
It's good during raids.
Yep. So once per minute, I can restore a quarter of my health. All right, can't you hand off health stones to people?
Yep.
Yeah. They're like potions or some shit. Yeah, my pet's surviving a lot more now that it's a ranged caster, as it turns out. Very helpful.
It's actually more like a Roadhog health pack.
Yeah.
Like it's like a ball. It looks like one of those nasty slime balls. You just kind of bite into it, and it gives you health. Deviate Shambler.
Oh yeah, I guess it's a Zandalari troll as their race. Oh yeah, so they got giant horns coming out of his face. You see those?
Oh, it does.
Yeah, so he's the big trolls that look like the ones from that one dungeon from Vanilla WoW. The big bulky dudes.
Oh, wow, this is just a group of cool races.
The Chad trolls instead of the virgin trolls. Because the fucking trolls are so like all hunched over and shit by default. They're all skinny.
Oh my god, your birds are just merciless. God.
But then they got the
Your
mega
bats.
trolls. Those are bats. Yeah, they're true believers. They're happy just to suicide right into the ground. Oh, we're supposed to be collecting these old dungeon.
I forgot about the flowers.
I think that they've been collecting them, so we haven't even been seeing them. Yeah, I still have 4 to
you're
go.
Right. I have.
That's the first time I've seen a glowing
5.
objective in the environment.
That is kind of the first time I've seen a glowing objective,
Yeah.
actually.
I think they've been grabbing them all up. There's 3 other players
Okay.
that are way more attentive than us. Look at them fucking go. We're just chasing after them. They're fighting and we can't catch up with them. What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
I've heard that WoW's gone totally out the just nuts with the like movement speed changes. But they actually might all physically be faster than us.
What?
Yeah. I've heard people talking about like running around at like 270% movement speed without a mount and stuff like that, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, yeah, I get a bonus speed when I'm in stealth mode, but also like these glyphs and these enchantments and will make me go faster. And it's like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Because when you're used to vanilla WoW, I'm like, everyone moves at the exact same speed across the entire game, period, unless you're in wolf form, basically. And then that's it, until you get a mount. And those mounts all move the same speed also as each other.
Hey.
There's the good,
Welcome
there's
to level 18.
there's the normal ground mount and the fast ground mount, and then the normal flying mount and the fast flying mount. That's it. There's 2 states of speed for each. Everyone moves at the same speed on foot, but like, no, I like when I'm playing as my rogue, I've gotten multiple talents that increase my movement speed. I hit a level of being a swashbuckler or whatever that gave me a passive movement speed increase of 15%, and then I got a talent that increased my movement speed by 15%, and I'm like, I have 30% increased movement speed, which is almost as fast as the first mount you normally get.
Yeah.
And I'm on foot. It's like, what the fuck? You used to have to at least go into like some kind of travel form to go that fast.
That's why I need to go one of these.
But I saw some thread of some guy bragging about his ridiculous movement speed, and I just didn't have context to understand what he was saying. I was like, I don't know what those things you're saying mean, but cool, I guess. Interesting to know that that's a thing.
Huh. Cool story, bro.
Lord Serpentis. So it might be a thing where these people can physically run faster than us even while they're fighting. Well, we're just trying to catch up because we have nothing.
Yeah. All right, well, the Lord is dead. That was the hardest part.
Oh my god. This level 36 shaman that is summoning that rock thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just processing that. I'm like, that's
probably
that person fucking summons a golem. Wow, they really changed the basic builds in WoW at some point in fundamental ways.
I don't know if that's an heirloom item though.
Would it be? Seems like it'd be weird for it to be a heirloom item. Seems like it's like a feature of their class that they would summon elemental golem.
Oh, I guess, yeah, maybe the class.
Yeah, shamans probably have some kind of summony kind of class now. Which is kind of nuts to think about, but I don't know. Admittedly, it sounds like they've done a better job at diversifying the builds than originally, because it used to be like, here's the 1 good build and the 2 useless trees for half of the classes.
Yeah. That's still kind of like that for Hunter, honestly. If you're not Beastmaster, then what are you even trying for?
Wasn't Marksman important for
Oh, I was gonna say there is Marksman too, but there's a third one that's like literally pointless. Yeah, survival. Because Beastmaster just is a better PvE all around, like just unchallenged. Look at his big old pixelated feet.
Nakolina.
I got a super nice solid cake. And it's better than the one I had. Yeah, what do you want?
No, it's just his droids reminds me of a song that I like.
Oh.
Ruining me. Oh, walked right past this objective. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, I only have 2 out of 5. I don't know, maybe they were around. I couldn't stop to notice them because everyone's running so fucking fast.
Yeah.
I can barely keep up with them. I'm like, slow down. It's like, you're supposed to be doing an objective this whole time. I'm supposed to what? I can't even keep up with these mega people. They've played this game so much that that always catches me by surprise how fast some people just go at games. You're like, Jesus Christ. I'm giving this game my full attention and I physically can't keep up with these people.
Oh, they're going to final boss.
Yeah, the Murloc.
Yeah.
In the first chamber.
I think they're already fucking there.
Now, if I ever play like a Diablo clone with Max and Eric and stuff, it's like they're min-maxing their characters and building their builds and shit while also never fucking stopping for even a second. They're just sprinting through the game, and I'm like, I can barely process what I'm doing. Slow down, come back. One of the things I liked about when I've said this before plenty, but it's like one of the things I liked about when we were playing the console version of Diablo together was the fact that you're stuck on a screen together, so you have to cooperate. Because my experience with playing PC version of Diablo is fucking everyone just runs off, and you're like, nice to see you, bye. You're just like chasing through a tree. You're like perpetually just one screen behind them.
Oh wait, they're not at the Murloc boss. Why are we
We're turning in quests. I think that's related to how you get the next thing or whatever. Ah, new robes. New robes, who dis?
New robes, who dis?
Greater magic essence.
I'm gonna put those gloves on. I have like almost all blue items now. Yeah, I have, except my pants, everything else is blue. It's a little ridiculous.
All your stuff's turning blue already?
Yeah, I pretty much have all blue equipment.
I still have a gray belt. I have blue sandals.
Oh, I do have a gray belt, sorry.
I have blue sandals, a blue necklace, and a purple chest, but everything else is green and white. Here we go. Yeah, I'm only at 2 out of 5 Serpent Bloom though. Shit.
Whoop.
These caverns were once a temple of promise for the regrowth of the Barrens. Now they are the halls of nightmares. Oops, hello, surprise guys. Try the new BuzzFeed surprise guys. You weren't expected.
Hey man, I got red wine.
You got red wine?
I always get red wine. No, for BuzzFeed quizzes.
Oh. What? You always get red wine? What?
Because BuzzFeed quizzes are always like for basically like
there was a quiz that identified what wine you're supposed to have?
Yes, well that's the antithesis of like how dumb those kind of quizzes are.
The antithesis?
It's yeah.
That means the opposite of it.
The whatever. The word that is not positive regarding the entire concept of online quizzes that have long since passed since the days of MySpace quizzes.
Our levels are all over the place.
Our levels are really out of whack with
18, 23, 37, 24. That's the power of matchmaking crossed with the level squashing of everyone being able to be the same level magically. You'll find a match. The idea. I appreciate that I can actually get through dungeons half the time. Yeah. For me, the primary thing that's kind of weird about the level squashing is that while it does make every zone accessible, it does make it so that you lose the progression you used to feel when you went through a zone of like, oh, those are the quests are level 16, those are the quests are level 18, so I'll do them in this order with this thing, and then like, I can't quite kill these guys yet, but after the next quest I'll hit up my next level, so I'll try again then. Like there was a system to it that kind of made it like a puzzle you were kind of solving, like as you're trying to figure out what order to do the tasks and then cross a map. And that's just kind of gone now that everything's always your level no matter what. It's also kind of an issue when if something's too hard, you can't just out level it because it'll follow you. So like, it's like, oh, those elites are too strong. It's like, well, you can't just come back later after doing more quests because they'll still be your level. So you're like, you still can't beat them.
Yeah.
So there's stuff like Red Ridge Mountains is full of elite enemies in one chunk of the area that you could do at a higher level in the old days, but now you just can never beat them because they'll always be your level and they're all elites, so you're fucked.
No, you can do it as a group.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is there's supposed to be group quests, but it used to be that you could get around group quests by just being higher level. But now you have to actually find a group to do those quests, which is kind of a pain.
Well, I mean, it was also, you know,
this always used to be here.
Ridiculous.
I feel like there used to be a secret door by the entrance that led to this place, and it wasn't over here.
No.
Am I crazy? It was always been here?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
2 more serpent bloom to go. 2 more serpent bloom to go.
Oh yeah,
Stop teabagging the dead person. This is rude.
So WoW community, what do you want?
A different community.
Oh no.
Can I have a new one? Why are they doing this? Stop. No. Haha, your person puts an arm down before they sit down, so you can't do the teabag correctly. Instead, you have to like brace yourself and it looks really awkward. What a loser. And you're a furry. How embarrassing.
Oh no.
You're a furry and you can't teabag right.
Oh, wait, what's this very
trying.
tiny little... Oh my god, I love it.
So yeah, the
Look at
happy,
this little sphinx thing.
happy little pet.
A new,
Like it's like
Bushi.
some kind of neon cat.
No. The tank has like a mini cat Egyptian statue.
Oh.
It's amazing. I love everything about
Other
it.
moccasins. I grew up hearing the dangers of water moccasins.
Wait, this is what a water moccasin is?
Supposed to be a really dangerous snake. I think a moccasin's a snake, yeah.
Is that real?
Its name, yeah. I don't think it looks like that. That's just the generic snake model they've been having forever, but
Yeah, but I didn't know that was a real thing.
I always heard warnings about water moccasins, and because its name is so weird, I didn't even know there were snakes for the longest time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I didn't know there were snakes.
I'm like, what is it? Like a shelled creature that stings you? Like,
oh, I thought it was what I thought it's what you called the shoes you wear when you go in the water. I thought they were called water moccasins.
No, water moccasin's a dangerous creature. I don't think moccasins are meant for water. I think moccasins, as like a shoe, are those like Native American leathery looking things that kind of have tassels.
Yeah, but then they have
They're not really
version
meant for
of
water,
those
are they?
for the water.
You mean like sand shoes?
Yeah, like sand shoes.
A moccasin seems inherently not water friendly.
I don't know. My family always called them water moccasins.
I don't know. You might just be thinking of the fish. I mean the snake.
I didn't know it was a snake though.
But that might have been the mistake that was being said. That's terrifying that there's a dangerous snake.
I'm terrified there's a dangerous snake named something I thought was once innocuous.
How will you ever recover from this news?
Just have to be more cognizant of people saying water moccasins in the context in which they're saying it.
Yeah. Ding. Look at that crazy beacon thing.
Because if I'm on a beach and someone's like, I lost my water moccasin, I have to like take a quick second and go, do they mean the snake?
Ooh, new shoulders. Who dis?
Ooh, I got new bracers? New bracers. Oh, and a new belt. And a new belt.
Dang.
So I have... Wait. Yes. So everything has a color.
Up this dungeon.
Everything on me has a color.
The only problem is I still don't have the serpent bloom.
There, you might actually... Let's go this way. Let's go the long way around.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah, there's one over there. There's some over there too. They're all starting to respawn back.
Gotta nab them all up before the respawns come in.
You gotta nab them as the respawns come in.
Well, I mean, before the enemy respawns come in.
Those don't come back.
They don't come back?
Nope.
Enemies don't respawn in dungeons anymore?
Nope.
Oh. well then we're fine.
Yeah.
That used to be the thing is you first of all, dungeons were fucking hard in vanilla, so it was really common to wipe while you were leveling.
Yeah.
But then there we go, I got him, so I'm good.
I need 2 more.
But also, like, while you were wiping, as time went on, the fucking, like, the patrols at the beginning of the dungeon would start to respawn. And so that would become the race, is that it was like, oh god. Once you hit the first wave of respawns, you're like, okay, we gotta quickly burst through the couple of respawns that have already happened, so then we can then sprint through the open area where they haven't quite respawned yet, so you're trying to get ahead of the respawn curve. But you also know that, like, this is your last run, because that's gonna be the last attempt, because once you wipe again, the entire dungeon will have respawned behind you, basically.
Yeah.
It's like,
no, I remember the glory days.
That was a thing. That was a thing to
now
deal
I have
with.
all 5. Finally. Finally, once and for all.
Ta-da! Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I've got too much shit in my inventory right now. Shit. My quest stuff. Some other bullshit. Got some.
It's all bullshit.
Some malachites. I might have uses for malachites with tailoring. Malachites and pearls, maybe. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I'm not really fucking sure.
Please go.
I can't enchant because I don't have a runed copper rod.
Yeah, man.
I never bought one.
If you ain't got copper, you ain't got runes.
Teleport out of dungeon. Boop, boop.
I love that button.
Hello, friendo. And toggle off Wailing Caverns and join his party. The queue continues. Hey, we're right back in that horde of enemies we spawned in before, but conveniently somebody else has wiped them out recently, so we're not in danger immediately when we spawn back in.
Yay. There's also some enemies in here, though.
Yeah, but
So
we
let's kill them.
were in the middle of a large-scale battle when we phased out. I'm like, that's gonna be a problem when I come back. But then it wasn't.
I think we killed most of them actually before we left, anyways.
Yeah, but they were all gonna be back before we got back.
Oh, yeah.
We're leaving for a full dungeon. They're gonna respawn in like 30 seconds.
Here they come.
Yep. But conveniently, some other dudes cleared them out, so our spawn was safe. Go away, asshole. Caca. Loser.
See? Perfect use of fear.
And now he can't come back because it's covered in bats. Oh god, there's more.
That was
brilliant. Is what it
that
was.
his loss of life.
Oh yeah, I should switch back to my melee friend. Summoning fell guards, summoning fell guards. Doodly doo. Doodly doo.
That was easy.
Yep.
Look at this cute guy who doesn't want to interfere with our fighting, so he wasn't fighting the things we were fighting.
Even though
it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, that whole subculture's gone now. That whole quirk, all that etiquette.
Yeah, you don't
and
actually
shit.
have to fight alone in the battle together.
Yeah. I mean, all MMO features that encourage you to actually behave like you're playing an MMO together should be encouraged. It was always weird that you had to like compete for mobs and be like, no, I tagged him. And it's like you feel like you're at odds with the people around you.
That's called Silicon Valley culture, Keith.
I mean, do you remember my story about the first time I got reported by the I got reported and like chastised by the dungeon masters or the game masters or whatever?
No, what?
I was playing in it might have been the Hinterlands or something. I don't know. We were circling around some lodge and there was like some mobs we had to take out. It was like a grassy, mountainy kind of area. And it was me alone, but then there was 2 other people that were my faction that were in a party together. And we were kind of looping around the lodge trying to take out things for the quest. And like we would kind of tag mobs that the other ones wanted and stuff like that because we were competing for the same stuff because, you know, that's how the game works. Yeah. And they just kept taunting me and like mocking me and like sending messages at me. And I told them to fuck off and die.
need a target.
And they reported me. So the game master was like, this is bad for all these reasons because he's like a call to violence and it's a comment that's sexual in nature. I'm like, it is not. Excuse me, but whatever.
You're like,
so I got a message. I got a message from the game master about not doing that anymore. I don't think I got punished, but it was like I got a message from them and it's like, really? And it's like, meanwhile, I'm like, I bet that game master didn't bother to check the logs to see that they were sending me messages first. So like, because I didn't report them, nothing happens to them when they were clearly in the wrong in that situation. But because they reported me, I'm the one that gets the message. Yeah. It's like if somebody kept taunting me while pointing a camera in my face and then uploaded the 1 second of me reacting to YouTube, and not like the 30 minutes of shit before that.
You mean like all
Shapiro?
Of those? What?
Like Shapiro and Peterson?
No, I mean, I think they just take clips off the internet, right? They don't upload. Do they make anything?
I think they do.
I thought they just sit in an armchair and go like, haha, politics. I didn't think they actually go out and do real reporting. I thought they just do that armchair bullshit. I thought InfoWars is the only one that's like stupid enough to go embarrass themselves in public.
Yeah, there is a whole thing there.
I love InfoWars because
Jesus.
Nothing is better than watching lunatics try to prove a point, but then only prove that they are lunatics.
No, there's they've got that blonde lady that accosts people on college campuses now.
Oh, the girl who pooped herself?
That was fast. And she was like, how do you feel about if you had like trans stuff in the bathroom? I was like, yeah, sure, cool, great. Like all these people are just like, yeah, sounds great, yeah, good job. And it's like, and then she mugs the camera like, yee, like she's pulling her collar and shit. Like, oh my god, look, kids these days, can you believe that it's coming out of their mouth?
Yeah, right. It's like
they're like accepting of people different from them and accommodating. Yikes! it's like I can't believe this is your job, as you trying to act like this is like unreasonable to like mug to your audience of people that isn't accepting of the shit for some reason.
Oh my god, he's like.
This cannon's targetable. Oh, there's a person on it. Oh my god. This is new for me. Deadmines has changed.
It does great amount of damage.
Man, it queued us right in. We got in here quick.
I mean,
I'm gonna run out of inventory space. I haven't been to a vendor. like my inventory.
Oh shit, I need to go to a vendor.
Yeah, my inventory's already filling up with garbage from before, and I'm like, oh god.
I didn't think about that before we started this.
Yeah, it's fine. Money doesn't matter that much. More of it will just happen at us. If nothing else, we can just beg Marty for money.
We can beg Marty for money. I don't need to beg for money. I just meant that like I don't want
sugar daddy. Be my sugar daddy.
He does one dungeon and he's gonna walk away with like 600 gold. So
no, I mean one of my other characters on the server probably has like 1,000 gold right now. That's
not much, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying like at our level, if we're desperate for anything, my other character can just pay for it. That's the issue of having a level spread this wide, is that like all context or any sense that the system could ever have is out the window the moment there's any large level characters in the world. Like they make so much money that nothing else matters anymore. Like in one quick run, they could fund 100 characters.
How do you move the fucking focus target?
I have no idea how this dungeon works. Is this one of the fights you have to actually do something in, or
no? He just dies.
Okay, you just maybe don't stand. Maybe you just don't stand in those circles or something. I don't know. Why did the group leader change?
Oh, move frame.
Oh, unlock frame. Click the finish quest button. Don't forget to do that.
What? I don't have a finish quest button. Oh, I gotta loot the guy first.
Did you not grab the quest on the way in?
I did grab the quest on the way in. Yeah.
Because the corner of my screen was like, click here to finish the quest. Like in the quest log.
I didn't do that, but that's okay.
It was only the beginning completed. Quest accepted. Good intentions, poor execution.
I had the one that's like, you gotta kill Gibbelwalk or whatever.
Yeah, but all the other quests on the way in, you have to pick up. Like now it wants me to kill Admiral Ripsnarl. I have the quest for it. So we just did the quest for killing the other guy. Do you have a quest right now for killing Ripsnarl? Or did you miss one on the way in?
I guess I missed it on the way in.
I don't think I can share these. Well, so begins our level disparity.
Nah, we'll be fine.
I can't even cast spells because everything dies before I can cast.
Yeah.
Suffering of being a caster.
I'm
I need to go back to
I clicked
my
on
amp.
all of the question marks. Wait, what was the name of the quest?
Good intentions, poor execution. Is the quest we have right now.
Okay, no, I don't have that.
You fucked it up. You didn't pay enough attention. It's the only part of a whole dungeon where you think for a minute. You messed it up. Now we just run forward.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I thought...
Level 19. Yep, there's the disparity. I'm ahead of you now. Doesn't matter though, because everything levels to scales to us simultaneously. But...
New target? Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious.
I don't have a target.
There we go.
Dead.
And another dungeon, another boss fight. This place goes quick now. Holy crap!
What was that?
This place goes so quick. I remember so many dozens of hours of pain of my many vanilla runs of these dungeons. Deadmines was a popular one because I was Alliance a lot of the time.
There are some of them where I'm like, man, this used to be really hard.
Yeah. One of the things that comes up is I think this might be one of the dungeons actually where you have to think so rarely during dungeons in WoW now when you're heading through the classic levels and stuff, that when you get hit by a surprise actually like cognizant game mechanic where you have to do something or you'll die, it comes completely out of nowhere and you're like not ready for it. You're like, oh god, I was supposed to try? Shit.
What am I doing?
Yeah. So I remember when we got to the modern expansions, every single time we did every boss fight, we would stop before the boss fight and we would read the little like guide that's built into the game now to explain the mechanics, because once you get to the modern expansion, you actually do have to like try. And like each boss actually has like interesting mechanics, and it's like a little mini raid boss where you have to like do really specific things or lose.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But like 1 through 70 in particular, it's just like you just hit the boss basically. Pretty much just like sit there and spam and it'll work out. But like once every 10 levels, there's a boss fight in one dungeon with a surprise nightmare mechanic that will obliterate you if you don't do it quite right. I think one of them might be the robot in this dungeon. But I think there's also like a bird in near Shatrath in Burning Crusade. There's like a bird boss that's at the end of the Skeksis dungeon that like does like crazy area of effect shit, and you have to do like really specific or you'll lose the dungeon. Like a big threat. I remember that.
God.
That's a lot of enemies.
All these lovely people. Might want to fear some of these guys.
That sounds dangerous. They'll just aggro new things.
I mean, at this point, I don't really think we're being too picky on what we aggro.
Yeah, but if the point is to fear them because they're a problem, then aggroing new things would be counterproductive to that whole process.
Oh, no, they would have just pulled more people. We had more people to kill.
Well, isn't the whole point of fearing them that, like, we're in danger of being overwhelmed by them, so...
Nah, not here. I mean, not in a dungeon.
Well, no, I'm saying you're saying to fear them. Isn't the whole point of fearing them that, oh god, get these guys off me, this is a problem?
Yeah, but...
And so it's like only amplifying the problem if you fear them in this kind of setting oftentimes, because you're just going to aggro even more people.
But no, we don't need to worry about that. It's okay.
But if you're saying that aggroing even more people wouldn't be a threat, then why would I fear them in the first place if they're not? What?
Oh, to go get more, so that way we don't have to pull them. That way it gets pulled for us while we're in the fight.
I don't think there's a question of like, wow, we need to get more pulls or we're gonna run out.
Absolutely, efficiency, my man.
You should generally just let the tank do that himself.
I mean,
at their own
yes,
pace.
ideally, you would only let the tank pull.
Someone's dying, I think. Oh, that's the Reaper. Never mind.
Yeah,
that's just his mech. Yeah, this is one of those dungeons. Yeah, I think this is one of those boss fights where like, I think you're supposed to pilot these mechs, right? And
you used to have to need to pilot the mechs in order to survive one of his hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't need to do that anymore.
I did this like a few years ago, and it was like, it came out of nowhere because I was like, oh, there's boss fights we have to try. I wasn't ready for that. You have to like think and do something. I didn't know that was an option. So they added that mechanic temporarily and then took it back away.
Yep.
That wasn't vanilla either. That was not a normal mechanic originally. It was just like a temporary thing that went away. Transitory in nature.
Ah, much like fun. Please die for me, like now. Thank you.
Doggy.
Shutting down.
Time to die.
I'm gonna run out of backspace really soon.
Yeah, me too. That's a nasty looking blood bubble.
Yeah, that's ew.
Yeah, that's
ew.
Not great. Ooh, I got blue pants.
Look at you, in your pants.
Finally.
Thinking you're hot
I will
shit.
have all of the blues, and then I will lose all of them because I will level out of them very quickly.
Yeah.
Much like a child growing, my clothes do not last more than a few days.
In the WoW universe, puberty lasts like 30 years.
Oh no.
Just perpetually outgrowing every piece of clothing. Infinite puberty. That's how the boss fights get so big. Dang, that guy's near 50 of puberty. Look at him.
What was that?
He's a girthy one.
Say near 50?
They're in year 50 of puberty. Look at them.
Oh. That's unfortunate. Oh, damn. That person ran right back into your bats. I sympathize with every decision they've ever made.
You see that, you're just like, same.
Yeah. I was like, oh, man. I've played enough MMOs to know what that feels like. Oh, wait.
We're almost there. There used to be Van Cleef here, but now there's a weird werewolf dude. Admiral Ripsnarl.
You have too many pets.
I think Van Cleef's not in the game anymore. Basically, he used to be the dungeon master of this dungeon, or the final boss of this dungeon, I think.
Get out of here! Wait. Wait, I want. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. BRB.
Wait, I want to tame it. No, I want to tame it. No.
At least 2 of us fell down.
I wanted to tame that parrot.
How do we even get back up? 2 of us are in the water.
You have to go all the way back to the beginning.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yeah, start swimming, boys. Wait, is the healer down there with you?
Somebody is. No, I think it's the rogue. Keelar. Wow, it sucks down here.
Yeah, it's not great. It's the one feature they can't get rid of. I died.
Yep.
I'm gonna assume that the healer is...
two deeps.
You assume the healer is not there?
I think you guys have the healer. I think it's just me and the rogue.
Nope. Healer is definitely with
Paladin. Oh, there's two paladins. Our tank and our healer are both paladins.
Oh.
Also, Tauren can be paladins, apparently. I didn't know that. I think they just keep adding more options for every class until races and classes don't matter, basically.
I mean, that's the best idea, right? Why be different when you can be the same?
It used to be that there was really specific limitations on which which races could be which classes, so it kind of led to identities for the different races a bit.
Yeah, but then you had people that were like, "Ah, but I want to play the druid."
That's one of the ways they can add a new exciting feature is a new combination of class and race to play as, without actually adding any new content, because that requires like nothing to actually add to the game. It's like this class and race already existed. It's like, okay, cool, toggle. But it used to be, I mean, like when Burning Crusade came out, it used to be that shamans were entirely exclusive to Horde, and paladins were entirely exclusive to Alliance, and you could not play the other class as the other faction. But then Burning Crusade came out, and Draenei could be shamans, and Blood Elves could be paladins. And it's like, wow, crazy! Now everyone has every class, so now you don't have to worry about balancing around paladins and shamans being only available in different factions.
I was gonna say that was probably like their solution to get rid of the age-old balance issue.
Yeah, there's always a balance issue there, so that fixed that. But then that was like, wow, that's the only race that can be that class. What an identity to have. And now it's like, whatever, Tauren can be paladins, fuck it. And a bunch of other options. All these people can be Tauren. All these Alliance races can be shamans, and all these Horde races can be paladins. Who cares?
Kind of confused how my...
I think they've gotten so broad now that I think every single race in the game can be a rogue except the two that have hooves. So the only people that can't be rogues are Draenei and Tauren. Everyone else in the entire game can be a rogue. I think everyone can be a warrior.
Even you can be a warrior.
Or I think at launch, I think back then the only race in the entire game that couldn't be a warrior was Blood Elves.
Yeah.
Like dainty little unhardy dudes said a gnome could be a warrior, but not a Blood Elf. They were like, that was like the one kind of quirk that kind of gave a little identity, is that the fact that it could not be a warrior, I think. But now I think every race in the entire game can be a warrior, and everyone besides the hooved people can be a rogue.
I need to target something first.
I wouldn't be surprised if everyone could be a hunter.
I think everybody could be a hunter, yeah.
Hello, Ripsnarl.
That's when I remember when I was checking, I was like, yeah, I want to be a hunter. I was like, oh, okay, I guess everybody could be a hunter.
I remember back when I was like, I hope one day you can be a worgen.
And you're like, oh, I wish I could always be a worgen forever.
I always thought worgen were cool, and they had a whole dungeon to themselves. Shadowfang Keep, which we'll get to maybe today, actually, was entirely worgen. He was all worgen that you would fight. But the what stood out to me is that they didn't have all the assets in yet. The worgen were missing animations and stuff back then. Wow, that new boss fight just kind of rolls right in after the other one.
Yeah.
There
used to be a lot of speech, but then they got rid of it.
But specifically, there was a part of Karazhan where you'd get transformed into worgen periodically by something. It was either part of Karazhan. I think it was in the library part of Karazhan. You could get turned into a worgen, or it was that I had some kind of rogue item when I was raiding Karazhan that turned me into a worgen and made me like have attack speed bonus or something. But I have memories of being. I specifically have memory of being in the Karazhan part of the library part of Karazhan and turning into a worgen a lot.
Hey, there's the
when
quest.
I was my human rogue. And specifically, what stood out to me is that you could jump, and if you jumped, your Worgen would not animate. If you jumped, your Worgen would not animate the jump. He would just float into the air a few feet, then float back down, because they didn't have a jumping animation back then for a Worgen.
Oops.
But still, getting to be a Worgen in that capacity was like, what? Why don't I get to be Worgens? And because I was at the peak of my achievements, I was like, they should have achievements to this game, because I was in the peak of caring about achievements back then. Then I quit WoW, and then like a month later they're like, we're adding Worgen and achievements. I'm like, motherfucker. This is some bullshit. I have 2 different wands. What should I use?
They know the exact pitch to get you in.
Yeah, but no, but I still stayed quit. You couldn't get me.
But I still stayed quit.
I still stayed quit. They couldn't get me.
Never again, baby.
I'm not falling for it. No, I did fully quit back then. It was time to move on. I'd done too much raiding, and it was just like
it was like a
life
had
tax.
Nothing to offer me.
It's like a goddamn life tax, basically. Like, you want to just have less life? Here's WoW. We're under attack.